Hello and welcome back to Kentucky Route Zero. I haven't played this in about a week, so I think I've already mentioned this actually. I haven't played this in a few days, so I forgot. We're on to the watching the videos with Shannon. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Eject. Did I already? I didn't watch one, did I? No, because this is where I left off. So what was that about? Shelves are full of dusty tapes. Some have been relabeled several times, the sticker piling up thick in their spines. Let's watch from the top. Birds. Nature program. Somebody said they liked nature documentaries. I don't know if it was Shannon or not. Sit down and watch. Oh, gotta turn the lights off. Yeah. Blue-black morning swings across the screens. The birdwatcher tramps through the dewy grass. He stops with a wet grunt and rests the camera on a pile of rocks. Birds from great distances, episode 12, appear briefly on the screen. He twists the lens by hand, pushing the frame past the trees onto the road and coming to a halt zoomed in a fuzzy, fist-sized artifact resting on the momentary stroke of a telephone wire. Shannon and Birdwatch observe. He breathes heavily, and she holds her breath, like she's afraid it might hear, afraid of distracting him or of being discovered and contaminating his perfect isolation. Traffic picks up, indifferent. As the sky lightens, the black smudge in the center of the frame gradually becomes more prominent, but never in any greater detail. Not bad. Eject. Gotta turn the lights back on. And on to the next video. Shannon combs through the video archive. More birds? Funeral thing? More birds. Not the same video though, right? Oh, what are these down here? Bugs of some sort that seem to be weird shapes. They look kind of big to be bugs. Okay. It's raining heavily as the title Birds from Great Distances, episode 27, flashes on the screen. She knows by the sound, the volley of rainwater on mud, tree branches, and the rusted bed of old pickup, and on the birdwatcher's own skin and hair. He swears under his breath she can hear the rain there, too, in his wet breath and the wet exclamation of his palms, slopping the water from his forehead and shoulders. Slopping is not a word you hear too often. In fact, I don't know if I've ever heard it. The camera is pointed at a cedar shed with one hinged door angling erratically in the storm. From this distance, it looks hard to tell if it's been damaged or simply left open. When the door swings wide, she can see that the shed is full of small boards, scraps maybe, or rough cuts pieces meant for small projects, and then stacked carelessly on shelves in piles, quickly sorted and forgotten. And there's the bird, a blue ball taking shelter on the shed floor and nesting in scrap wood. Why are we looking at videos again? Just for fun, I guess. I don't think there's any important reason. Shannon comes to the videos. Question mark, question mark, question mark. That's gotta be interesting, right? Gotta be something cool. Turn off the lights. That awful hum, it seems to start before Shannon even hits play. Then there's a familiar room. There are blank gray walls marked with tape and school desks, and this time she notices a few more details. The murky carpet like standing water, Some video equipment stashed in the corner, a row of lockers. And there's Weaver. I remember Weaver. Looking serenely at the camera. As before, she starts speaking, and as before, there's no sound but the hum. Shannon finds Weaver's words coming back to her as they appear in captions on the screen. Okay. I don't know. Weaver, it's been a long time since I've done Weaver, so I'm just gonna do a voice of some sort. Mail, school, and there's these magnificent, tragic horses. Go underground as deep as you can. The air is cool and the earth is damp. And when you get close your eyes, you are surrounded by dead. Remember where that is? You'll find your way from there. I think... is that still her? I think this place is what you're looking for. Some of it will wash away soon, but I think you'll be happy here, even without the mail, school. The text repeats for a few minutes and Shannon stops the tape. Hello, kitty. I like the kitty cat. And the dog. Dog's there too. Return. The video? Browse. Birds again, funeral thing. Let's go through all the tapes, shall we? I want to be very thorough. Elderly couple sits on folding chairs in the middle of a TV studio, undecorated except for a funeral lily and a thin blue vase on the table. The lights are a bit too dim to make out their features. She reads from a newspaper with unhurried efficiency. Gloria B. of Munfordville passed away on Monday at her residence. Survivors include her children Dakota, Montana, Minnesota, and Bobby, all of Mudfordville. Memorial service will be held at 7 p.m. Thursday at Hatton Huffman Funeral Home in Mudfordville, with cremation to follow. She never knew Gloria. She thinks he may have heard the name, wondering aloud if she ever worked at a cafe down there in Munfordville. The woman who ran the place was once called Gloria, or maybe still is. Once called Gloria? They take a call, someone who knew Gloria B., if not very well. The caller once installed a satellite dish at Gloria's house, a 900 square foot ranch-style house, home for on 2 acres at a dead end, backed by weeds and pine. When the caller mounted the ladder up to Gloria's roof, she slid open her window and tugged urgently at his pant leg. He followed her gaze behind the house to 2 wild turkeys picking through the weeds. Gloria and the caller watched, silent and still, as the huge birds foraged obliviously into the trees. Then he installed the satellite dish. Sad. So we're getting little comments from her about the videos. This is interesting. Art thing, whether are there more of these videos? Do they keep getting more and more of them, or am I just... It seems like there's more than when I started. First she thinks the video might be paused, but on closer inspection she can see the edges of the frame shrinking inwards around the chairs, desk, and loose gray furniture of a sterile waiting room. She watches for a while. She's not sure how long. Several minutes. The zoom tightens so gradually she sometimes forgets it's happening at all, and finally rests on an oscillating desk fan. She ejects the tape before the next part of the triptych begins. Okay. What am I searching for? Was it in the last episode? I think. Yeah, main deck. Let's get talking to some actual people. Or I assume, anyways. We got Will and we got Kate. I'm going that way. There's Will and Kate. And where the heck is Conway in all this? To Will. No, it was only a few notes. Slow and sad, like funeral music, you know? I don't think I did a voice for Will. I don't remember it being sad, just simple and unburdened. Maybe that's what the funeral music was like to me, unburdened. To Shannon. Oh, hello. Kate and I were just trying to remember Mammoth's song. But neither of us had heard it for years. Will just found the mechanism in the mammoth's belly, hidden in gritty matter for... It's like a big music box, slowly spinning cylinder covered in metal pins that pluck her dulcet guts and pump the bellows in her bowels. But some of the pins are rusted and worn away, easy to replace, if we can get it. Ever remember what the notes were. Did I hear you browsing through the archive next door? Find anything good? Where did all these videos come from? People are just left on board, passengers, I mean. They used to all be movies and that kind of stuff. I like nature documentaries especially. Oh, it's Kate. Kate likes nature documentaries. That's why they're there. Duh. Some people left home movies or little art videos they made, but that damn VCR detours anything you leave on it. Just switches into record mode at random, I think, and picks up whatever's coming over the antenna. Of course, the only station we get down here is the WEVP, community television, you know. They've got that show with a gentleman playing a banjo in his birthday suit. I'm sure you've seen it. Oh yes. If there's no tape in the machine when it tries to start recording, it makes this awful sound like putting squeaky toy in a food processor. I can hear it above deck. Awful. That's why I put a sign up. Please do not rewind after watching. At least nothing gets taped over anymore. You were in one of the videos, I believe you had said. Where was that taped? To Will. You had a TV show? I never knew. No, I don't believe I have. Tile sounds familiar, but more like it's something I heard about, like secondhand information. They let anybody on there. That's the whole idea, community television, or public access as they call it. I would say it's possible that I did the show you saw and then forgot. It wouldn't be the first time. Studio, no, I can't say that. I remember where WEVP is. Sorry. You should meet Dashinell. He did not, that's a hard name to say. He did a lot of volunteer work for WEVP in the early days, wiring up antennas and relays, stuff like that. I think you two would have a lot more to talk about. He works at the telephone exchange. No, I'm afraid he's been let go. Oh yeah, that's odd. He still takes the ferry to work every day. I'm sure he's at the telephone exchange right now. In fact, I dropped him there a few hours ago. We're stopping at the telephone exchange again shortly to deliver their mail and pick up their trash. You should go ashore when we do. Ask for Dashiell. Okay. What do we do now? We're on the boat. Rarely miss the chance to lounge on the beach around the rum colony, and I do enjoy a drink, though I don't find their signature. Who are we talking as? Is it, I don't know what voice they do. Liquor suit, though I didn't find their signature liquor suits me, but this time I elected to stay aboard and shoot the breeze with Kate over some mineral water. Still, I heard reports. Heard an old man went a little deeper in his cups. Not at all surprising. He seems to have some momentum, and Patch mixes up some pretty good magnetic drinks. Magnetic drinks? What does that mean? Oh, if we're talking about the rum colony, I should tell you about Patch. He's the bartender, general manager, creative director. I guess that means he books the music. He's pretty much ran the place for the last 7 years. A lot of folks assume he owns it. But that's not the case. The rum colony is owned by a dead man named Vernon. Technically, it would be owned by the power company, who once bought a sizable interest from Vernon. It's part of a state-sponsored investment program, but a clause in the arrangement requires them to keep their hands off the day-to-day, and most of the profits, so long as Vernon walks this earth. The upshot of all this is that nobody came forth to identify the body. Patch is a good guy, though, kind, trustworthy, and he mixes strong Mai Tai, if that's your thing. Not really, no. I don't know if I've ever actually had a Mai Tai. We're here! Hello! We're here, I think. Am I controlling it now? Am I supposed to do something? Oh, there we go. Clara, Kate, and I stopped to do some business by telephone. At the end? Yeah, that's the end. And it's just around 24 minutes or so. A phone. So, as soon as I get to a stopping point, there we go. Then I'm going to stop for today. Hope you enjoyed, everybody. I will see you next time. Bye.